Hey guys, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today's video will be on a classic Sudoku. This Sudoku has been taken from the book World of Sudoku Volume 4, authored by Akash Doulani. The book contains 120 handcrafted classic Sudokus, all created meticulously with aesthetic design and beautiful solve path by Akash. In fact, this book is number one in new release as per Amazon. Number one in new release of Sudoku books as per Amazon. And the Sudokus in the book have been arranged in increasing order of difficulty from moderate to tough. All these Sudokus have been tested by an experienced solver, and you can find his times underneath the Sudoku. So we would highly recommend you to purchase the book. This book is a must have. It also contains many advanced techniques explained at the start of the book, and these techniques will be required by you to solve the Sudokus at the later half of the book. And we would highly recommend you to purchase the book, guys. This is one book that you will not repent having in your shelf. And if you want to get the book, you may purchase it from the link given in the description of the video. We have given the Amazon link, and you can also try to purchase it through PayHip. You can just check out the links and see which one is comfortable for you. Do not hesitate to buy the book. Having solved many of the Sudokus from the book myself, I would highly recommend you to have the book. All these Sudokus are so much fun, have aesthetic design, and really fun to solve, guys. So having said that, this video that we are making today is on a sampler Sudoku that was sent to us by Akash, and it is from the World of Sudoku Volume 4 book. So you can gauge how the other Sudokus will be when you watch the video today. And if you want to try the Sudoku out yourself, the online solving link is given in the description of the video. Do try it out and remember to come back and watch the video. Let us start solving the Sudoku now. Rules are simple. Each row, each column and each 3x3 box will have digits from 1 to 9 without repetitions. So we will start the Sudoku now. 9 in row 5 and row 9, and 9 is in column 3, which means that we get the 9 here. And let us see if we can place the 9s. 9 in row 7, row 8, which means 9 must be in one of these cells, and because of that 9 we get the 9 here. So I think we should be getting the 9s, right? 9 in row 2 and row 3, so 9 must be in one of these cells. And this 9 straight away gives a 9 here, so this is not a 9. So all the 9s in the grid have been placed. Okay, so there is a 7 in row 1, 7 in column 5, so 7 must be in one of these cells, and that gives a 7 in one of these cells. And 7 in one of these cells because of the 7 here. And that's about it. In box 9 and box 7 you have lots of possibilities for 7. So let us look at some of the digit. Okay, 2 seems interesting. 2 is in column 2 and column 1, which means that 2 must be in one of these cells, and because of this 2 you get the 2 here, and which means 2 must be in one of these cells. Following classic, 2 is in column 2, 2 is in row 4, 2 goes in one of these cells, and 2 goes in one of these cells again. There is a 2 in row 8 and row 9, that gives the 2 in one of these cells. Because of this 2 you get the 2 here, and that gives a 2 here. So I don't think we can resolve these two 2's. So not a problem. Let us try to continue the Sudoku now. 3 is in row 2 and row 3, which means that 3 goes in one of these cells. And this 3 gives a 3 here, which means 3 must be in one of these cells. A really smooth solve to the Sudoku, guys. You can see that the Sudoku is not tough as nails right at the start. It has a smooth solving path. So let us see if how it proceeds. So it has a very pleasing solve so far. So there is a 3 here, there is a 3 here, which means that 3 must be in one of these cells, and 3 must be in one of these cells. Can we look at some other digit now? Okay, 1 is in row, 1 is in column 4 and column 5, that means 1 goes in one of these cells, and this one resolves this one, right? So this is not a 1, so 1 goes in one of these cells. So I think we can change our heuristics a bit now. So we have been writing pencil marks of a single candidate so far. and that was giving us some good progress. Now you can see that row 1 is interesting, box 8 is also interesting in the sense that many of the digits are already placed and there are already givens too. So let us focus on row 1 now. 2, 7, 1, 3, 8, 9. So remaining must be 4, 5 and 6. Let me change to center marking. 4, 5, 6. And that's a 4 here. So 4 is removed. 6 is removed from here. And let us come over to this box. 1, 2, 6, 9, 7, 8. So which means these will be 3, 4 and 5. A 3 here removes the 3 from here. So 3 goes in one of these cells. A 4 is removed from here. This is not a 4. And this would be a 3, 4 and 5. Okay, row 5 seems interesting. 2, 4, 8, 5 and 9. So remaining digits are 1, 3, 6 and 7. So this must be 1 and 6. This must be 1 and 7 because of the 3, 6. And these two cells must be 3, 6 and 7, right? Can we eliminate any further from those two cells? So you have a 6 here. So this is not a 6. This is a 3 and a 7. So the one thing to notice is that which might potentially help us later on. 1 is in one of these two cells, guys. So this may be used by the author later on as an X-string. So it may be useful to keep a note of that. It may or may not help in the solve. So 2, 3, 7, 9 and 1 and 6. So which means these two cells must be 4, 5, 8. And I also know that 8 is not here and 8 is not here. So 8 must be in one of these cells and that gives the 8 in one of these cells, right? So which means this cell can't be 3, 5, 7, 9, cannot be 2 and 8. So this must be 1, 4 and 6. And 1 is removed from that cell because of the 1 here. Okay, let us look at column 5. 1, 2, 3, 7 and 9. So remaining digits are 4, 5, 6 and 8. This must be 4, 5, 8. This must be 5, 6, 8 because of the 4 and this must be 4, 5, 6 and 8. Okay, 4 candidates. So let us hold on a little bit before we start writing more than 3 candidates. The Sudoku gets harder, we'll try to write some more candidates. So where do I focus now? Okay, I'm seeing another potential X-swing that may help us later on. There is a 4 in one of these two cells, right? So this may help us later on, not sure. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So this box, the remaining digits are 1, 3, 5 and 7. You can't have 1 and 3 here. So this must be a 5 and 7. So 2, 4, 7, 9, 1 and 6. So this must be a 3, 5 and 8. So let us focus on cells now which have only 2 or 3 possible candidates. So if I look at this area, this cannot be 2, 3, 7, 9 and you also cannot have a 4 here. So remaining digits are 1, 5, 6 and 8. So this can't be 8. So this is 1, 5 and 6. And this must be 1, 5, 6 and 8. Okay, so much. So there is a 6 in rows 8 and 9, which means that 6 must be in one of these cells, and because of that 6 we can place the 6 here. That's beautiful. So we got a 6 and that gives a 6 in one of these cells. And can we place any more 6ers? So not anymore. So we have marked a 6 here, so which means that this is not a 6. So this is 1 and 5. So if I look at row 9, 2, 6, 7, 1 and 9. So which means that this must be 3, 4, 5 and 8, right? And you have a 3 in column 2. So that's a 4, 5, 8. So you have a 4, 5, 8 and 4 and 5. Okay. So if I look at row 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. These two cells can't contain a 7. So they must be 1, 3 and 5. So let's look at row 4. 3, 5, 7, 9, 1 and 2, which means that this must be 4, 6 and 8. So 1 is in one of these cells in column 8, right? Because no other cell can take the 1. So 1 is in one of these cells and 1 is in one of these two cells. Superb, guys. So this may help us. So you have a 1 in one of these two cells in column 2. No other cell can take the 1. And 1 is also in one of these two cells. So which means that you have an X-wing pattern, right? So an X-wing is nothing but you restrict the position of a digit in two columns and two rows in exactly two cells. So in this case, you will see that in columns 2 and column 8 and rows 3 and row 5, 1 is restricted to these two cells only, which means that if 1 is not in this cell, 1 goes here in that column and that forces the 1 in this column in row 3 column 8, and similarly if 1 is here, 1 is forced here. So which means that 1 can be eliminated from the rest of the cells. All these cells can't take a 1, right? So is this helping us? Okay, it may actually, because this is getting restricted in possibilities now. Okay, so 2, 4, 7, 9, 1 and 3. So this must be a 5, 6 and 8. And this also does not contain a 1. All the yellow cells can't take a 1. So 1, 3, 8, 9, 5 and 6. So this must be a 2, 4 and 7. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So these two cells must be 1, 5, 6 and 7. And this can't be a 1. So this is a 5, 6, 7. And this cannot be 5 and 6. So this is a 1 and a 7. Very interesting, guys. We are noticing something here, right? 1 and 7, 1 and 5, 5 and 7. Okay. So if I had something 7 here, I could have eliminated the 7 from this cell, because the 7 here forces a 1 here and a 5 here, and you will not have anything in this cell. Oh, awesome, guys. This is awesome. Beautiful. Look at this. So I'll remove the highlighting. Actually, this one X-wing did not help us much in the solve. So let me remove that. So let us look our attention. Let us focus our attention on these three cells, right? So what this is actually a typical Y-wing pattern, or you can also call it as XY wing. It's either a Y-wing or an XY wing, right? So basically you need to have bi-value candidates in three cells of the form AB, BC and AC. There must exactly be three different candidates in going into those three cells, and each cell must take a bi-value candidate. So here you will see that row 5 column 2 has 1 and 7, row 4 column 3 has 5 and 7, and row 2 column 3 has 1 and 5. So you will see that ABC are distributed in these three cells, and this cell takes AB, this takes BC and this takes AC. So when you have such a pattern, this cell, the cell which is seeing both of the cells, is the hinge candidate. It is common to both the cells. This is the hinge candidate, and these are the wing cells, right? So when you have such a pattern, you can eliminate one from all the cells which see both of these cells, right? So these red cells marked in red have an effect on both of these cells. So from these cells you can eliminate that candidate which is common between the wing cells. So the wing cells are row 2 column 3 and row 5 column 2. So the candidate common between these two cells is the 1. Superb, guys. Actually the X-wing is helping now. So you will remember that we had marked the X-wing in between these two cells and these two cells. Now 1 is eliminated from here, right? Because if I have a 1 here, we'll quickly see what happens if I have a 1 here. So if I take the 1 here, this becomes 5 and this becomes 7. So now you can't have 1 here or a 7 here. So both are eliminated. So which means that I can eliminate the 1 from here, and for column 2 there is only one cell left for the 1 now, and that gives the 1 here. Superb, superb, guys. So this is the fun of solving handcrafted Sudokus, guys. You can't have same kind of fun from Sudokus which are computer generated. They'll be dull, vanilla, and there won't be anything new that you'll be getting to experience from those Sudokus. So you got a 1 here, and you also can eliminate the 1 from here because same idea. So I'll just go back a step. So if I have a 1 here, same idea. this becomes 7, and that becomes a 5, and now you'll see that this cell can't take anything, right? So it's just you are eliminating the common candidates from the cells which are common to both of these cells, as simple as that. So let us continue the Sudoku now. We saw that 1 cannot go here, so this must be a 1, and that immediately becomes a 6 here, and for this column 1 has only one cell left, so that becomes 1, that becomes 7. Now the Sudoku seems to have become smooth like butter, guys. So much fun. Just one Sudoku, and you can see that how much thrilling and fun it is to solve. And I've just written 3 candidates, 3 digits, and it is already so much entertaining for me. So you got a 6 here. Alright, so where do I go now? Okay, the 6 removes this. This becomes 3 7 pair. Let me remove the corner pencil mark. This 6 gives a 4 here, an 8 here, and I'm sure that this deduction will help us some way. So this 6 gives a 6 here, 4 5 here, and that 4 5 gives a 6 here, and that becomes 5 8. So 7 is removed from here, 7 is removed from here, 5 6 7 9 3 4 and 2, so which means that I can place the 1 and 2 because of this one, and 2 has only one cell left in box 3, 2 goes here, and column 7 can be filled now, so this must be a 4, and that immediately gives a 5 here, a 3 here, a 4 here, and that 5 immediately gives an 8 here. So this 4 resolves this 5 8 pair, and 4 is not in column 9, so 4 goes in box 3 in this cell, and these 2 cells must be a 5 6 now, 5 6 8 1 2 4 9, so this becomes a 3 7 pair. It's just like honey is flowing out of this Sudoku. It's so much fun to solve, really so much fun. So which means that this becomes a 5 8 pair. So, and that is a 5 8 pair already, which means you can use uniqueness here, but we'll continue to solve the logical way. So 1 2 3 7 9. Okay, column 5 looks almost filled. 2 5 7 9 1 3 8. So which means this must be a 4. 6 is not there, and that becomes a 6 2 4 6 1 3 7 9, so which means that remaining cells must be 5 and 8, and this must be a 5 and 8, and 8 here resolves this 8 5 pair, and that gives a 7 here, and which means this must be a 3 5 pair, and anything else. So 2 3 4 8 1 6 and 9, so these must be 5 7, and 5 is here, so this is a 7, and that's a 5, and that resolves this 7 3 pair. So just this single deduction, guys, this y wing that we found here from these cells gave us a 1 here, and the x wing that we deduced earlier got us a 1 here, and this Sudoku is just flowing like anything. It's as if you have set the Sudoku on fire after that. So 2 6 7 8 9, so 4 in this column goes only in this cell, and this must be 1 3 and 5, right? 1 3 and 5, 5 is here, so this is 1 and 3. So I apologize if I'm missing something simple here. It's not easy to see something. It may be sometimes it may be very apparent for the solver, but it's not easy for us. So you have a 5 here, so which means this would be a 5 and 6, and that 5 6 gives us an 8 here, and this means this is 3 5 7 8 9 1 2 and 6. So this must be a 4, and that must be a 5, that must be a 1, and that must be a 6. That completes the box. Then that 5 gives us an 8 here, a 5 here, an 8 here, and which means that this becomes a 3, that becomes a 5, that becomes a 3, and this 3 resolves this 3 7 pair, and now there are only 3 cells left, 3 4 9 2 6 8, so 1 5 and 7. You have a 1 here, so this is a 1, and that is a 5, and that is a 7. And with that we have finished this Sudoku, a really fun to solve Sudoku. So to summarize, the Sudoku, this book that we are talking about in the video, has all the techniques explained at the start of the book. So these techniques, if you read and master them, it will definitely help you to solve all the Sudokus in the book, and it's definitely a highly recommended book that we would like you to purchase. So thank you guys for watching. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, and do like and comment under the video, and share the video with your friends and family. who may be interested. We really appreciate if you do that. So take care until we see you soon again with a video. Bye bye.